666, brother.
Gucci from my toe to my do-rag. Walking out of Gucci with a Louis bag. Bust on you, call me a bot. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag. Gucci from my toe to my do-rag. Walking out of Gucci with a Louis bag. Bust on you, call me a bot. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag. Gucci from my toe to my do-rag. Walking out of Gucci with a Louis bag. Bust on you, call me a bot. Put 100 in the safe like a Chase bag.
Mickalika hi, Mickahiny ho. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grant Pass, Oregon. Beatnik fact: the 7-Eleven hot dogs taste best dipped in the blue Slurpee. Today, we will be trading in Oregon for the Gold Coast of California. We are going to see the biggest living organism on Earth. You guys have probably seen a pine cone before. It's what they usually look like as a baby. Then they grow up into this. Well, what the hell is this? This and this. Pick up the cone, baby. Let's send this thing out with a Viking funeral, and then we'll hit the road to California and beyond. If this is the size of the pine cones, how big are the squirrels out here? We gotta get moving. Oregon, I want to thank you for the crackheads and free-range drug reservations, aka cities you run. Let's dump some trash, head to Cali.
What kind of place is this?
After many miles of road, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to California. My dick is a lot like California. Bends to the left and is always on fire. What do you call the space between a California lady's breasts? Silicon Valley. We're about to drive down the Rogue River, head to the Six River Park, and then to the ocean. Finally, gonna break out these juicy pecs in Silicon Valley. The whole place is boing. It's not even an exaggeration. And we are about to hit, gentlemen, 50K. Sub up! Gentlemen, I think we need a celebratory 50,000 mile cast. This could be good luck. Just the pure numbers of it. We're gonna pull out the biggest salmon of our life. 50,000 miles on the Ozempic meter. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Food companies are now modifying their food chemically so that it is Ozempic resistance. Now you're gonna need that double dose of Majuro. Let's try to catch some fatty salmon. If there's campsites like this everywhere, I think I'm gonna like California. Come on, fishy. Where's my 50K? No fish. 30 miles to the sea. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the Pacific Ocean. I'm seeing some good seaside squats already, but my plan is gonna be heading back up to the river. We could not have a more dismal day to be at the beach, but we're back in the sand. Oh yeah, oithy, very Pacific-like. Might be a bad day, but my mitochondria is feeling good. Little pig, let me in. It's a pretty sweet fort. Line up some big cups over here. There are some legendary beaches on the coast here of North California. This is reminding me of Cannon Beach, Oregon. But we're going to hit the better beaches after Redwood National Park. 30 miles in that direction. We're gonna find some camp on the river, see the redwoods tomorrow, and then get our fill of the ocean in due time. Looks like somebody built a weir. This is a survival moment. When high tide comes, all the shellfish will get stuck in your trap. You got yourself soft shell crab for dinner. Ooh, they got those squishy things. Ah! They always close up when you touch them. What the hell? There's a touch tank on this rock. It's like your very own aquarium. Ow! It grabbed me. I'm watching you. Passing through the main hub up here, Crescent City. Weather clearing up a tad. You might be able to see a lighthouse up around here. Crescent City, you seen it? And we are back on the coast. Make myself a lunch dinner here, half price, chicken, mac, and we are sleeping on the water. Not that you could see it, maybe it clears up, but I will see you guys in the AM to tackle the tallest tree. You know how China's mythology is all dragons and wizards? I like how American mythology is real. Here we have Babe the Giant Blue Ox and my man, Paul Blart. Real talk, this guy wouldn't even be big enough to bring down one of these redwood trees. It's freaking huge, man. Giant ox, run! Gentlemen, we are on the Newton B. Drury Scenic Byway here in the Redwoods Park. And I'm feeling like an insect. What is that? Look at the width of this thing. Usually you could fit your arms around a tree, you know? 6 feet around. This thing is at least 40 feet in diameter. These things weigh hundreds of millions of pounds. Oh my God. At the end of this 10-mile stretch is the tallest tree in the world. Looks like we got the sun trying to break out. I was thinking about this last night. I sleep underneath the New York Giants blanket. Now you all know the New York Giants was a baseball team. They had the Dodgers and the Giants, and the New York Giants moved to San Francisco. San Francisco is the nearest town to here, 300 miles away. Closest to the biggest giants on earth. One of my exes gave this to me. I don't watch football. I don't know why she gave it to me. Another ex got me a football jersey. Now I don't know what it is. I've never watched a sport. I guess I look like a real footballer. Hike! Blow 42! Now you all have probably heard the term tree hugger. Something happens when I get around these things. I'm not a tree hugger. I feel like I could merge my essence with this tree. if I just run fast enough into it. Looks like a normal beatnik campsite, right? You're thinking, just hang a hammock between those two trees. You take 2 steps closer, and this thing is as big as a house. I don't even know what to say. We're lost in the Grove of the Giants. The New York Giants. And they're all 200 feet tall. What the heck? New strategy. In order to become one with the tree, one must go inside of the tree. What? It's huge. This is bigger than my car. It's bigger than where I slept last night. Someone literally burned this whole thing out. You can fit a person inside. You ever see that, the Buddhists? They try to turn their remains into a tree. You just go inside the tree, you sit in there, and you wait. Okay? Just 2,000 years, and then we'll be a tree. Alright guys, I saw this trick on TikTok. We have just created a new American mythos. The beatnik rides on a chariot pulled by reindeer. Yo, these guys are sparring. I didn't mean to interrupt. So we just added a new chapter into the American mythology. You know how Babe the Blue Ox and Paul Bunyan cut down the redwoods? The beatnik rides on a clanker pulled by reindeer. Mountain elk. What you doing there, big hoss? Yeah! Wow. Holy crap. Yo, they're reindeer. Saint Nick, Saint Beatnik, where you at? Holy crap, Gold Bluffs Beach? And a permit. With no cellular reception. To the tallest tree. This place is magic. We've climbed about 1,000 feet, 3 miles down, 3 to go, to the trail of the tall trees. And we in the sky. That's the ocean after the second hump of clouds. And this is the Redwood Canyon. That's the main part of the park. Probably won't even be able to see the treetops from there today. We're gonna make our way up here north. Hopefully there will be some sun and we'll be able to see the biggest living organism. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I drove 6,000 miles to see the tallest tree in the world, and our public access land is inaccessible. My plan, gonna head back to that viewpoint, try to fly the drone as the crow flies 10 miles. If we hike that, we would be food for Caesar and his gang of apes. Simios juntos fuertes. Let's try to get a peek of this tree. Gentlemen, things don't always go as you plan. You can always count on a Stoke sesh. Out here, Redwood State Park, U-Rock land. U-Rock. We're gonna end this one in Eureka, still like 30 miles south of here, but I am disappointed. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Hyperion, the tallest tree in the world. Just mere arm's length over in that direction. I can't believe you were able to see it from the sky. That's how big it is. The thing is ancient. You wondering why I'm obsessed? That tree has been there longer than the Romans, than the Greeks. Think about it this way. If that tree has been standing there for over 2,000 years, nobody vandalized it, Think maybe we could open up the gate for some tourists. There's a tourist trap in central South California, Sequoia National Park. They try to say the Sherman redwood tree is the biggest. Boys, inch for inch, foot for foot, Hyperion will take any living organism on Earth and bury it. That thing is a monster. It's living, too. Well, you see, technically, Beatnik, the largest living organism on Earth is actually the mycelium network. The trees, they use the mycelium as their fascia, okay? That doesn't count. Biggest tree on Earth. I wonder if they're gonna get arrested for harboring mycelium under the ground. This is a pretty lawless place. There's people squatted all along the beach. I had that pull out next to the giant cat last night. Very comfortable. For some reason, it's a lot more comfortable sleeping in your car on the coast. It's Beatnik math. If we're talking fascia, mycelium, I've been doing these new workouts. It's called pandiculation. Oh, I'll pandiculate something. You hold your arm up, you let it go down as slowly as possible. So people know about stretching. This is pandiculation. It's really good for your fascia. So we gotta exercise these trees. I should find a tree to climb. Kind of want to go back towards the beach if it's gonna be sunny like this. Eureka, next big town, named after the U-Rock. There is a gym there. Gonna channel that energy from the Titans, put it straight into my biceps. Football! The reason I like these trees so much is because you can feel them. So we go to like waterfalls, we go to gigantic volcanoes. When you're at those places, you could feel the eruption. You could feel the hurts. All the goddamn water producing the electricity or whatever. Negative ions. You could feel it. When you're amongst the groves here, they're whispering ancient wisdom. What's that? The Romans weren't that tough? They wore skirts to battle? These trees got secrets. They got really special rocks here. I want to go find some agate. And there's another gigantic beach we're about to see. I have to condense the chi for this beach. This is also our sacrament to the U-Rock. A little tobacco. Not allowed to inhale though. It's part of the ceremony. All that smoke down there, that's from the natives. They're puffing fat clouds. There's like a 20-mile box that is technically reservation land, maritime law. Then we go down there, we steal a gigantic tree, create an ark out of it, and sail to Asia. Vamos! A la playa! 6,000 miles later, our cannonball run is complete, and we've made it to Cannonball Beach, which is closed, to no surprise. Some real dismal weather to start off spring. Foggy, treacherous tides. We're gonna move it along to Agate Beach. Hopefully we can still find some cool rocks and get our money's worth from this $5 park with closed trails. I'll tell you what, these huckleberries haven't been too shabby. Spooky day in the fall. Took a ride by Agate Beach, also inaccessible, but the main point of this park is Wedding Point Rock, which we are headed to now. pretty decent. I think we learned our lesson this time around. Visit the North Pacific the time of year when the sun is out, which is only around 2 months of the year. They say September to November. It's when you could see the most mileage of the coast. Big overhanging rocks, trees coming out of the top. This would be beautiful. Still is. Let's go get married on top of Wedding Rock. You may now kiss the bride. Get back over here, beatniker. This is where we're gonna end this one. Keep it true to character, nice and short. Saw the tallest tree in the world. The most beautiful coastline during the worst time of year. It's been fun. I'm gonna sub up. I'm gonna like up. Sure, we're missing a jet ski world final, but next week we will be hunting for Bigfoot in the Mount Shasta wilderness. Same time, same place. Be there.